Morning, students. Next lesson in second volume, electrochemistry. First one, introduction. We have come across many materials in our life, and they can be broadly classified as conductors, semiconductors, and insulators. If material conduct current means that is called as conductor. Not conducting current means that is called as insulators. Partially conducting current means that is called as semiconductor. So based on their electrical conductivity only, materials are classified. You might have noticed that conducting materials such as copper, aluminum, these are the metals. These are used to transport electrical energy from one place to another place. Usually, our home contains wires. That wire contains copper. So, for transporting electrical energy from one place to another place, copper, aluminum metals are used generally. And insulating materials such as PVC, backlight, in switches, circuit boards, these are used. So insulating materials, PVC backlights are used in switches and circuit boards. Do you know how electrical energy is generated? We know from first law of thermodynamics of energy neither created nor destroyed, but it can convert one form to another form. Already we learned in our 11th standard. It is not possible to create electrical energy, but we can generate electrical energy in many ways. By converting solar energy to electrical energy, wind energy to electrical energy, tidal energy to electrical energy. Like that, we can convert one form of energy to another form of energy. One such a way is converting chemical energy into electrical energy, as in this case of batteries. In batteries, generally it contains chemical. That chemical energy only is converted to electrical energy. We cannot imagine a modern technological world without batteries. Our phone, torchlight, electrical car, bike, all are having power bank, laptop, all are having batteries. So without batteries, we cannot imagine a modern technological world. Hence, it is important to know the principle behind this type of energy conversion. So the branch of chemistry that deals with study of electrical energy transport and the interconversion of electrical and chemical energy is called as electrochemistry. So the name of this lesson is electrochemistry. Here, electro means what? Current. Chemistry means here chemicals. We are going to study about the relation between these two. Electrical energy transport and interconversion of electrical energy and chemical energy. Electrochemical reactions or redox reaction, and they involve the transfer of electrons from one substance to another. Redox means what? Both reduction and oxidation takes place in the same reaction, mean that is called as redox reaction. Electrochemical reactions are redox reaction, and they involve transfer of electrons, because oxidation means losing electron, reduction means gaining electron, redox means both reduction and oxidation. So here transfer of electrons takes place. That means one losing electron, another one gaining electron. So in this unit, we will learn about electrical conduction, constructions of batteries, that is deleted portion here, and in thermodynamic principles involved in the electrochemical reaction. First one, conductivity of electrolytic solution. Conductivity of electrolytic solution. And that when an electrolyte such as sodium chloride, NaCl, potassium chloride, KCl is dissolved in the solvent like water, the electrolyte is completely dissociated. Electrolytes dissociate in water means it is completely dissociated. That means salt is dissolved in water means it is completely dissociated into ions, positive ion and negative ion. Example, NaCl. If NaCl is dissolved in water means it is split into Na plus and Cl minus. So it's completely dissociate to give its constituent ions, namely cations and anions. Positive charged species is called as cation and negative charged species is called as anion. When an electrical field is applied to such an electrolytic solution, the ions present in the solution carry charge from one electrode to another electrode and thereby they conduct electricity. Electricity means what? Current means what? Moving electrons or moving of ions. Moving electrons or moving of ions. The ions present in the solution, because solution contains both positive ion and negative ion. When passing current, when electric field is applied means ion present in the solution carry charge from one electrode to another electrode. That is, positive ion move towards to negative electrode and negative ion move to positive electrode. So here ions are moving of ions is called as electricity. So thereby they conduct electricity. The conductivity of the electrolytic solution is measured using conductivity cell. So see this picture. This is conductivity cell. Conductivity cell. The conductivity of the electrolytic solution, is measured using conductivity cell. Conductivity cell consists two electrodes immersed in electrolytic solution. This is one electrode and this is the another electrode. These two electrodes are immersed in electrolytic solution. It obeys Ohm's law. Ohm's law means what? V is equal to IR. This is Ohm's law. It obeys Ohm's law like metallic conductor. So this solution obeys Ohm's law like metallic conductor at a constant temperature. The current flowing through the cell, current means I. The current flowing through the cell is directly proportional to, I is directly proportional to voltage V. I is directly proportional to V. Where R is the resistance of the solution. So where R is the resistance of the solutions in Ohm. So here the resistance is the opposition that a cell offers to flow electric current through it. There some opposition takes place, there exists some opposition while electric current flows. That is called as resistance. So I is equal to V by R or V is equal to IR. This is Ohm's law. So now they told what is electrochemistry. Electrochemistry means here in this lesson we are going to study about the relation between current and chemicals. We can convert electrical energy into chemical energy, or from chemical energy we can produce electric energy also. So in this, first we are going to learn about conductivity. By using conductivity cell, we can measure the conductivity. This is the conductivity cell. See this picture. This is the conductivity cell. This cell consists of two electrodes. Both electrodes are immersed in electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution means it contains ions. Through the electrode, if you are passing current means, if you are applying electrical potential means, positive ion move towards to negative and negative ion move towards to positive electrodes. So ions are moving means conductivity is produced. That conductivity is measured by using this conductivity cell. So this conductivity cells obeys Ohm's law like a metallic conductor, because metal also conduct current and this conductivity cell is also conduct current. Ohm's law is I is proportional to V. I means current, V means voltage. So current is directly proportional to voltage. We can write that I is equal to V by R. If you change this equation, means V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. This is Ohm's law. So here R is the resistance. Resistance means what? Opposition that a cell offers to the flow of electric current. When electric current flow means that some opposition takes place, that is called as resistance. Topic: resistivity. Let us consider a conductivity cell in which the electrolytic solution is confined between two electrodes having cross-sectional area A and are separated by a distance L. Like the metallic conductor, the resistance of such electrolytic solution is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to cross-sectional area. Directly proportional to length. So resistance is directly proportional to length and resistance is directly proportional to A. If you combine both equation, mean resistance is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to A. That only given here. Resistance is directly proportional to L and inversely proportional to A. That is, resistance is directly proportional to L by A. If we cut directly proportional and put equal, means you have to add one constant. Generally we are adding K as a constant, but here we are adding rho. Rho is called as specific resistance or resistivity. If L by A value is equal to 1 means, then rho is equal to R. So in this equation, if L by A value is equal to 1 means R is equal to rho. That only given. So resistivity rho is defined as resistance, that is R. Resistivity rho is defined as resistance of an electrolyte confined between two electrodes having unit cross sectional area. Unit means 1. So cross sectional area, that is A, is equal to 1. Unit cross sectional area and are separated by unit distance. Unit means 1. So distance is also 1. So that is L by A value is equal to 1 means then resistivity is equal to resistance. That only given here. Text heading: conductivity. Conductivity is more convenient to use conductance rather than resistance. So the reciprocal of resistance gives the conductance of the electrolytic solution. Reciprocal of resistance, that is 1 by R. The reciprocal of resistance gives conductance, that is C is equal to 1 by R. The reciprocal of resistance gives the conductance of the electrolytic solution. The SI unit of conductance is Siemens. So C is equal to 1 by R. We have to substitute 9.2 equations in 9.3 means you will get C is equal to A by rho into L. The reciprocal of the specific resistance, that is 1 by rho. Specific resistance means rho. The reciprocal of specific resistance means 1 by rho is called as specific conductance. So 1 by rho is called as specific conductance or conductivity. It is represented by the symbol kappa. So kappa is equal to 1 by rho. Substitute 1 by rho is equal to K means we will get kappa is equal to C into L by A. kappa is equal to C into L by A, because 1 by rho is equal to K. So kappa is equal to 1 by rho. Already we know rho value. Rho value is equal to RA by L. RA by L. So kappa is equal to L by RA. So in this equation, we know 1 by R is equal to C. So we can write kappa is equal to C into L by A, that only given in 9.5. Kappa is equal to C into L by A. Here A is equal to 1 meter square and L is equal to 1. That is, this L value is equal to 1 and A value is equal to 1, means we will get kappa is equal to C. The specific conductance, that is kappa, is defined as conductance is equal to conductance. When kappa is equal to conductance, both L and A is equal to 1. So specific conductance is defined as conductance of a cube of an electrolytic solution of unit dimensions. Unit means 1. That means both length and the area both are equal to 1. The SI unit of specific conductance is Siemens per meter. For understanding, one example is also given. So in this example, kappa only asked. For determining kappa, both L or A value is given. If we substitute all these three values in this equation, means we will get 2.22 in Siemens per meter. Next heading, molar conductivity. Molar conductivity, solutions of different concentrations have different number of electrolytic ions in a given volume of solution. Hence, they have different specific conductance. That is kappa. If different concentration solutions are present, means they have different number of electrolytic ions. So hence they have different specific conductance. So therefore a new quantity called molar conductance introduced. Molar conductivity means lambda m. Let us imagine a new conductivity cell in which electrodes are separated by 1 meter distance and having volume V meter cube of the electrolytic solution, which contains 1 mole of electrolyte. One condition is given. Electrodes in conductivity cell, electrodes are separated by 1 meter distance and volume V meter cube, and in that electrolyte it contains 1 mole of electrolyte. So the conductance of such system is called as molar conductance. We have learned that the conductance of 1 meter cube electrolytic solution is called specific conductance. Therefore, the conductance of above mentioned V meter cube solution is given by the following expression, that is molar conductance, molar conductivity lambda m is equal to specific conductance kappa into volume of solution. So this is the formula. Lambda is equal to kappa into V. This is the formula. Lambda is equal to molar conductivity is equal to specific conductance into volume of solution. So lambda m is equal to kappa into V. But V value is given. V is equal to 10 power minus 3 divided by m. M means here molarity. So if you substitute this equation in this equation, means we will get lambda is equal to kappa into, instead of V we should substitute 10 power minus 3 divided by m. That is, we will get this equation. Lambda m is equal to kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by m. M means here molarity. That value is also given here. M means molarity. Molarity means number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. So lambda m is equal to kappa into V. Molarity means number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. Volume of solution containing 1 mole of solute is equal to 1 by m unit per mole liter. So this is also volume and this is also volume. But here volume with unit per mole liter, but here same volume only, same per mole, but instead of liter here we are using meter cube. For understanding this, 1000 liter, that is 10 power 3 liter is equal to 1 meter cube. So 1 liter is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So only here 10 power minus 3 divided by m, that is equal to V. That only substituted in this equation means we will get lambda m is equal to kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by m. So the above relation defines the molar conductance in terms of specific conductance and concentration of electrolyte. Molar conductance in terms of specific conductance and concentration of the electrolyte. Equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is defined as conductance of the electrolytic solution containing 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte in a conductivity cell in which electrodes are 1 meter apart. So what do you mean by equivalent conductance? Equivalent conductance is defined as conductance of which solution? Of electrolytic solution containing 1 gram electrolyte. 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte in conductivity cell in which electrodes are 1 meter apart. So electrodes should be a distance 1 meter and electrolyte solutions contains 1 gram equivalent electrolyte means the conductance of this solution is called as equivalent conductance. Formula is given. Lambda equivalent conductance is equal to kappa, same like our previous equation. Lambda is equal to kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by n, normality. In our previous equation molarity term is used, here normality term is used. That's all. Remaining we will continue in our next video. Thank you.